A Day in the Life of Dennis Terrell. I think one of the most important hard things to deal with in life is communication. Sometimes people don't know how to communicate with one another, especially in relationships. Maybe a man might not know how to talk to his wife, her wife might not know how to talk to her husband, when really all it is a communication issue. So maybe how you give an answer is what's important. Because if both of y'all are arguing or both of y'all are yelling at one another, how's that going to work? Your point is not going to get across because both of y'all are angry or upset. The most important thing is to maybe we need to talk about this situation at another time. Maybe we need to calm down, relax for a minute. And I think that was one of the hardest things for me to deal with was when it came to communication with a person. If I got angry or if I got upset, it wasn't going to come out right. So the older I got, I learned, you know what? This conversation is not working right now. What I'm going to do is we're going to take a break from one another and come back. Because once you say something negative to a person, you can't take it back. It's always going to be in their mind. Oh, this is how this person felt about me. This is what this person said. That's why a lot of fights happen when you're young, because y'all don't know how to communicate with one another. Y'all might be trying to get your point across, but maybe if you say it better, it'll turn out good. It's no need to make new enemies. Just learn to talk better to one another. Because especially with all the crisis and all the things going on, having a good way to communicate with a person is good. You know what? Maybe I should calm down right now. Maybe I should give this person, let them go before me. You know, I see they in a hurry instead of I was here first. Now y'all get into an argument, and next thing y'all know, y'all kill one another. What good was that? How did you solve the problem? Now you're in prison for murder. When all you had to do was learn to communicate with one another. It's so dangerous right now. And so many people are on edge right now. Maybe having kind words to say to a person might be a good thing now. Instead of you got to prove your manhood or you got to prove your womanhood. That's how people get injured or hurt. These are dangerous times right now. So if you learn how to talk to a person and learn how to say, you know what, I was at fault. I was wrong. I want to apologize to you. Maybe I could have handled the situation better. Maybe if you do it that way, that'd be better than you always arguing or you always got to be right. There is a such thing of being dead right. Okay, you right, but now y'all hate one another or y'all don't want to talk to one another or y'all can't stand one another when the situation could have been handled by better communication. That's what it's about now. Learn how to communicate with a person. Sometimes you just got to grow up. Learn how to act. Because when you get older, you're supposed to be mature about certain things. You're supposed to just be a better person. You're not in high school anymore. So you don't have to get your point across. You don't have to always be right. Maybe sometimes it's good just to listen. The more you learn how to listen, the better your life will be. You know what? I'm just going to listen to you right now. Tell me how I can help you out, or tell me what I need to do to improve myself. And just pay attention. Listen. Life is too short. People get killed over all types of things. So if you learn how to communicate with a person, how to keep confusion down. Because the worst thing you can do is offend a person and don't know you offended them. So if you start learning how to read body language and say, okay, I can tell this person is upset. I can tell I made this person angry. Maybe I need to apologize because I did something wrong. That's what men do. If they make a mistake, they apologize about it. There's nothing wrong with being man enough to say, you know what, I made a mistake. You know what, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that. I'll do better next time. It's always good to improve yourself. And if you can improve your communicating skills or communication skills, that'd be better for you. You learn how to talk to people. That's the best way to be. Because in life, you need a universal conversation where you can be able to talk to everybody. The more people you know how to talk to, the better your life is. If you ever notice, the people in life, even people that make money or millionaires, they form relationships with people. So if they form relationships with people, they form relationships, that's how they get rich. Because they say, let's do business together, or let's get to know each other. And the more they get to know you, the more they learn to communicate. They building up their people skills. They learn, okay, I'm gonna build a relationship with this person. Maybe we can do business together. Then that person will say, you know what? I'm glad we did business together. I'm gonna introduce you to this person. Now you start doing business with that person. So now you done made money off of two people, and it keeps going on. That's called network marketing. If you start networking with people, you have to be able to communicate with one another. You can't go through life not talking to people, or go through life, well, I'm not going to speak to that person, or go through life just making enemies. You'll have all kind of problems. That's not what you want. You want to be a problem solver. And part of being a problem solver is learning how to communicate with people. The more people you know how to communicate with, and the more people you know how to deal with, now you start management skills. You start managing the people that you're dealing with. And that makes your life easier. We all can afford to have an easier life, way of life. So if we start communicating better, our life will be better. And that's just evolving yourself. The more you learn, the more you read, the more you start improving yourself, you start improving your communicating skills. The more you start improving your communicating skills, the more you start meeting more people. The more people you meet, the more people can help you in life. So why burn your bridges? You don't want to burn your bridges by arguing with people. You want to meet more people so you can better your life, better your situation. The more you learn how to communicate, the better your life will be. So learn next time you and your wife get in a disagreement, or you and your husband, why don't you try saying, you know what, I'm going to listen to you for a change. And listen to everything they say and see if you can handle the situation better. It's not about always winning. It's not about always being right. It's about improving the situation. This is a day in the life of Dennis Terrell.